The Gemara give few signs before the Mashiach would come. One, great inflation. Everything becoming more and more expensive, as you can see here. Every week, the toll gets an extra $1. Baruch Hashem. It's almost the same minimum wage, 20 years. Everything became 4 times more expensive. In Israel, just as much. Grapes, plenty of grapes that they throw to the water. Extra grapes, not to break the price in the market. And the wine is still expensive. Face of the generation like the face of the dog. People behave more like animals than people. No more shame. No one is embarrassed. No one is embarrassed from his parents. No one is embarrassed from his in-laws. Father and sons committing sins together. People who love God and the Torah, nobody can stand them. The writers of the holy books are muktzeh in the eyes of the other people. Remember, this was written 2,000 years ago. When people that knew Torah, people bow down to them. Until today, you go to certain communities, like Syrians, for instance. You can be a total Syrian Jew, completely not religious. If a rabbi come into the area where he is, chacham, tfaddal, sit, please, run, like Eliyahu Hanavi came. In the tradition, it can't be otherwise. He may not keeping mitzvot, but the rabbi came, for him, Hashem came. That's how it was 2,000 years ago. No one had the guts to talk harsh against rabbis and holy people. But when they wrote it, they wrote that there would be a generation before Mashiach come, people not only would make fun at rabbis, not only disrespected them, they would hate them to death. If it has in their hand to turn them into ISIS, to kill them, they'll do it. And this is what's happening today. We find today what's going on in the world. Unbelievable what's going on. People make fun, people make lies, people spread lies, people fight against the Torah. Nobody can say anything anymore. Those are the signs that the Gemara gave. One more thing. It says, the kingdom of Israel, the government of Israel will all be people that are against the Torah. The government, Malchut, te'afech leminut. Everyone speaks against Emunah, everyone speaks against the yeshivot, everyone fight against the yeshivot, everyone wants to take people that learn Torah, close the Gemara and go to do all kinds of things, to work or to the army. They want to cancel all the yeshivot. It was up to them. They'll close all the shuls in Israel. And it's a fact. No arguments about it. They're not even denying it. They're not denying it. They tell you, when they go to get elected, they say, vote for me. I will destroy the religion more than all the other people. That's what today happening in the election. The Lapid, the father and the son, both of them in Israel in the government, both of them made it to the Knesset only based on one thing. They did not offer anything to the voters besides anti-Semitism and destruction of Jewish religion. That's how they ran to the government. They offer nothing. They say, only you vote for me, I'm going to force all the yeshivot to be closed. I'm going to choke them. I'm going to cut their budgets. I'm going to send them to the army. I'm going to send them to work. I'm going to make public transportation on Shabbat. That's what they ran to the government. The father got 500,000 voters. When Israel had only 5 million Jews, 10% of the people vote for him. That means they think like him. Other people who didn't vote for him doesn't mean they don't think like him, but they had other priorities. So we are talking over 1 million people thinking like that. The Gemara predicted that in a generation that was against all odds. No one could ever dream such a thing. Now let me give you a few more examples and Mamash will finish here. En ben David ba ad shichlu kol hashoftim והשוטרים הרעים מישראל. One of the things the Mashiach would come after all these corrupted judges and police will all be clear from the nation of Israel. In case you know Israeli news, just the last 2 months, 7 generals in Israeli police had to resign for sexual scandals. 7 top of the police. The only one left is the head of the police. All his deputies, all of them, one after the other, had a sexual scandal that had to leave the police. They made a joke in Israel, no police left, no generals. They don't know what to do. The head of the police says, such a shame, I don't know even how to talk, what to say. They don't know what to say. This is one of the conditions before Mashiach comes. One more thing, fight against Talmidei Chachamim. People who knows a lot of Torah, nobody appreciates them anymore. One more thing, lots of poverty. 80% in Israel have negative balance in their bank account. Statistic from 6 weeks ago. 80% in Israel have negative balance in their bank account. Do you understand what we're talking here about? People in Israel today, they have to work 200 years without sleeping to buy a tiny apartment somewhere in Israel. 200 years. And they can't afford it. The cheapest apartment in Israel is 1 million shekel and up, depending where you buy. 1 million shekel is $270,000, $280,000 for 2 bedrooms, tiny, a box, in worse areas. How much an Israeli average worker makes? $1,000 a month, 4,000 shekel. And it's costing him more than 4,000 shekel to live. Now you tell me, how is he going to get $280,000 to buy an apartment? Someone wrote an article a few days ago, in this country, if you don't have rich parents, you don't exist. Basically nothing. Nobody cares about you, not the government, nothing. This is one of the conditions before Mashiach comes. Teenagers will insult old people, will attack them. When I was a kid, you get on a bus, an old person got on, half of the secular teenagers used to rise, hey, grandpa, please take my seat. When I was a kid, 40 years ago. Today, an old man sits on a bus, a gang gets up, purple hair, earring over here, tattoos, horse tail. Hey, old man, get up, I'm tired, get up. Like this, with no shame. Not once, not twice. Not to talk about other things that they do. This is all things that Chazal said 2,000 years ago. When a person saw his father look at him, right away his head was down from the embarrassment. Who would dare to talk to an old man like this? One more condition, the Israeli government will turn like a house of a prostitution. That's what it's going to look like. Do you know when it was written that 120 rabbis sat in the knessed? Few of them were prophets, all of them holy people. Who would ever believe there will be a day that this house will be full, instead of 120 holy sages, will be full of terrorists, of anti-Semite Arabs, of liberal Jews who do everything they can to promote the Hamas and give them rights, of people that hate religion so much, and few religious people who each one of them already have record and was in jail once or twice. That's the government of today. How did the Chachamim dare to write such a thing 2,000 years ago? The answer is, with all the agony and sadness, this is one of the conditions before Mashiach would come that will happen in the world. And remember, to write that in 20 years from now, 1,000 yellow cabs will pass on Fifth Avenue between 2 and 3 in the afternoon, I can also write. It happens every day. Probably will happen in 20 years. It's very logical to happen. But to write that in 20 years from now, all people will have wings and they fly like this to the moon, that's a little bit hard to write such a thing, no? Because it's against all odds. And that's what the Chachamim wrote 2,000 years ago, and it looks like, are you crazy? Who's gonna fight against rabbis? Who's gonna fight against old people? Who's gonna disrespect their parents? Who's gonna be like this? The Israeli government will be like this? 120 holy people here, how it's gonna turn so bad? Now we see what they knew 2,000 years ago. And the last thing is, if you saw a generation that many problems and tragedies come to him like a river, expect Ben David. expect the son of David, which is the Messiah. That's what the Torah say. Problems that you have in the morning, problems that you get in the afternoon, before you digested the problems of the morning, you already have a new problem. That's what the Torah says. It's a verse in the Torah. Before you even realize what's happening to you here, you already have a new battle. Before you even adjusted to the new problem, right away another problem, you don't know what to do. The Torah says, "Ve'ayita meshuga mimarei einecha." You become crazy from what your eyes see. People that were in the Holocaust can tell you how horrible those years were, what they saw over there. But what's going to happen before the Mashiach, it's yet to come, unfortunately. One more thing, many people, their pockets will be empty from money.